Ring in the new year, ring in the new decade. Can you believe the year 2020 is less than 48 hours away? I bet many of you are thinking about your New Year resolution, or even better, New Decade resolution. If you're into language learning or want to pick up a new language but absolutely hate hard memorization or senseless parroting, like me, stay with me in the next 10 minutes. I'm going to show and tell a new method that's going to revolutionize the way you learn Chinese. 10 times more effective and 10 times fun. Make sense of the Chinese language. 10 times more effective. Learn Chinese through pictures and stories. Before we learn the new method, let's spend a minute review the old method.
中国大学
I found it hilarious, as if hard memorization and mechanical repetition is the only way to learn a new language. That's exactly what motivates me to invent the Chinese method, a method that helps you to make sense of the Chinese language 10 times more effective, because you are not easily forget things that actually make sense to you. So you can click here to listen to my recent TEDx talk on how to learn Chinese in the 21st century. Because New Year is around the corner, so today we are going to learn how to say, how to write, how to unlock phrases, and how to make sentences about New Year. To learn all that, I'm not going to ask you to read after me. No. Instead, as I have promised in my TEDx talk, you are going to grow your Chinese language tree from its root. In this case, we're going to learn from 5 simple pictograms, also known as the Oracle bone script, as I mentioned in my TEDx talk. Those are dated back 3,000 years ago. You are going to learn these 5 simple pictograms through pictures. So these 5 pictograms are like basic building blocks, like Lego pieces, that are going to build you 5 more Chinese characters. With these 10 phrases, with these 10 characters together, you're going to unlock 14 Chinese phrases. Along the way, you're also going to learn one phrase pattern to express time. You're also going to learn the number one basic sentence structure in Chinese. We have a full agenda. I cannot wait to share all this with you. If you enjoyed this video and want to subscribe, please click the subscribe button and don't forget to hit the notification bell if you want to get the actual notifications. To get started, I invite you to come to the Chinestory YouTube channel on Quizlet, where I organize the content of each episode into study sets so that you can learn and review at your own pace. You can easily find the invitation link in the description down below. As all things start with 1, so we start our Chinese learning with yi, meaning 1. So originally, yi refers to the formless chaos in the beginning of time. So in the Western civilization, we find the very similar account of these. In the beginning, God created heaven and earth. Now the earth was formless and empty. Then the chaos split in 2, the sky above and the earth below. Er meaning 2. The sky above, the earth below, and all living creatures like birds in the sky and the fish in the water, and bees and the running rabbits and humans were all living creatures on the earth. That's sun meaning 3. So far we learned yi, sun. Next pictogram we're going to learn is ren. Ren refers to a person standing nice and tall on 2 feet. So in the beginning, there's only the sky above and the earth below. There's only one person standing in between. So this is the character yuan. Yuan meaning in the beginning of the universe, the first, the leading one. Yuan. So in my book, I did a little cartoon here. Hello, anybody there? Am I the only one here? The next pictogram we are going to learn is 日. 日 means sun. Notice the black script in the middle of the illustration? It outlines the shape of the sun. In the middle, there's a line illustrating or referring to the heat spot of the sun. And intuitively, we know that when sun rises above the horizon, so 日 plus a horizontal line is sunrise. 蛋. 蛋. So put these two characters, yuan and dan, together. Yuan dan literally means first sunrise. Yuan dan means new year. It literally means first sunrise. If this all makes sense to you, comment or type makes sense down below. If you all enjoyed this video, please give us a thumb up and subscribe. It will definitely help our channel. Thank you. 谢谢. So the next pictogram we're going to learn is 指. As the illustration has shown, it's a one footprint. Notice the script in the red seal is the original bone script, which the modern Chinese characters are derived from. So 指 also means stop. So can you imagine walking with just one foot? No one can, right? So when our ancestors saw just one footprint, it was a sure signal that someone or animal stopped there. Isn't it very clever? So since we already learned how to write with the basic strokes, let's write 指 together. Straight down, short E, straight down, and long E. 指. Sunrise and one footprint, when you put them together, you will get one of the most frequently used Chinese verb, 是. 是 meaning be.
Sunrise plus foot, when they are combined, what are they supposed to mean?
Effective learning starts with the right question. It is indeed quite peculiar that our ancestor will use one footprint and sunrise together to mean something like be. How could it be? So according to the etymology of the character 是, it originally means go out in the field to work when the sun is up. It is the right thing to do. Nobody in the right mind would go out in the pitch dark of the night to plow the field, to sow the seed, or to do any harvests. You cannot see anything. It just doesn't make sense. So our ancestor is trying to convey a sense of the right thing to do. So when you always do the right thing, you are right, or you will be right. So from right to be, that's the meaning of 是. In the modern days, 是 is also used to confirm, to send an affirmative response, means yes. 是. 一是一. 二是二. Call a spade a spade. Congratulations, master learners! You just have learned your first Chinese idiom. 一是一. 二是二. 是不是? Is that right? 是的. Yes. So the last pictogram we're going to learn today is 月. Does it look like a crescent new moon smiling peacefully in the sky? Our ancestor has observed that the cycle time of the moon orbiting the earth is 30 days. So 月 also means a month. Very similarly, 日, which means sun, is also used to indicate time because our ancestors have observed that the sun rises up in the horizon, rises up the horizon in the east, and go all the way down to the west and goes under the horizon, which counts for a day. So 日 also means a day. So 一月 means 1 month. It also means January. 一日 means one day. It also means day one. So January 1st in Chinese is 一月一日. So recall this character 元 means in the beginning, the first. So January 1st is also known as 元月. So 一月 is also known as 元月. 一月一日 is also known as 元月一日. Already, master learners, we're finally ready to put a sentence together. So we're going to say, New Year is January 1st. I give you 2 seconds to make up this sentence, all right? You know how to read and you know how to write. You also know how to say this sentence all by yourself now. January 1st is New Year. 一月一日是元旦. Notice the sentence pattern or the sentence structure is exactly the same as in English. The sentence order is exactly the same. Subject, predicate, object. Now let's swap. New Year is January 1st. 元旦是一月一日. You got it? Alright, master learners, shall we do a quick review before we do unlock phrases? I will say the English and give you 2 seconds to respond. 1. 一 2. 二 3. 三 person, people. 人 left swing, right swing. In the beginning, first, leading. 圆 yuan. 一 long E, left swing, big hook. 圆. Next one. Sun. 日 straight down, E one turn hook, E and E to close up. 日 moon. 月 left swing, E one turn hook, short E, short E. 月 sunrise, sunrise. 旦 日 on the top and E at the bottom. 旦 Is that all? Is that all? Oh, another one. One footprint also means stop. 指 straight down, short E, straight down, long E, 指 right, B, yes. 是 on the top is a 旦. At the bottom is one footprint, 指. Well, instead of one straight line, you go a right swing, 指. So, right, B, yes is 是. Do you got all of them correct? Over to you. Time to lock more phrases. Donkey or horse, pull it out for a stroll. How do you say January 2nd? 一月二日. Next one. How do you say January 3rd? 一月三日. Next one. How do you say February 1st? 二月一日. How do you say February 2nd? 2月2日 How do you say February 3rd? 2月3日 Next one. How do you say March 1st? 3月1日 How do you say March 2nd? 3月2日 How do you say March 3rd? 3月3日 You see the pattern? Next one. How do you say January 2nd of the new year, of the lunar year? 元月2日 Remember, 元月 refers to the first month of the lunar calendar. 元月2日 How do you say January 3rd of the lunar year? 元月3日 In modern Chinese, yuan also refers to the China dollar. So 1元 means 1 China yuan, $1, or 1 RMB. So how do you say 3 China yuan, 3 RMB? Guess what? You are right. 3元. Hi, master learners. How many new phrases have you unlocked? Comment down below. Have you noticed that once you figure out a pattern, it's pretty straightforward to make new phrases from there? Do you enjoy this video? Does it make sense to you? Does it bring you new light when learn new Chinese characters? If your answer is yes, please give us a thumb up and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell to get the actual notifications as we produce new episodes every Tuesday. I also have an exciting announcement today. Our new Chinestory website is going to come online very soon after Yuandan. With that, we are also rolling out our very first Chinestory online courses. Stay tuned. With the sunrise, the very first sunrise of 2020, I wish you Yuandan 快乐. I'll see you next Tuesday.